What's up, y'all? This is Jameson,
And this is Michael Tunzu.
and we are Suite 832. And as you can see, we have a special, very, very, very special guest on our couch today.
Yes, we do.
His name goes Hadi. He's actually my barber in New York City. I've been going to him for about 2 years. How long we been working together? 2 years? Yeah. I've been in New York for a year officially, but I've lived here and there.
True. Okay.
So yeah, he's my barber. He has his own suite in Brooklyn, New York. And tell him a little bit about yourself. Tell him a little bit about your business.
So into the barber game maybe around fall in 2019. I was back in Montreal. I lived there most of my life, and then after pandemic, I moved to New York to pursue my career, work in the fashion industry, movie sets and shows. So it's been a good run. And I really enjoy New York. My family's here, so that's what really pushed me, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Love that. Love
And in
that.
a minute, you'll see why we have him here and why he's a vital point of this topic that we have for today. But first, we want to do a mental check in. You know, we always do that. So I want to start with Hadi, our guest, Mike.
Yeah.
How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being great and 1 being shit.
Uh, 10, 10. I had some good night's sleep, and it's a beautiful day, so we can't complain.
Nice, nice. What about you, Mike?
I would say I'm about a 9.5. Like I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling great. I
Love
feel
that.
blessed. I feel really good energy in this room and back at home, where I stay as well as family. Everybody is doing well. So uh, just definitely grateful and thankful for
Yeah,
everything that's been coming my way.
love that. Love it.
Yeah. What about you?
I would say I'm a good 9. I'm a strong 9 today.
Strong though.
I don't know. I didn't even have that much coffee. We about to get into the coffee, but
Yeah.
I didn't have that much coffee, and usually I need coffee to, jumpstart my day. But I think I'm in a good headspace today. Got a lot going on, but I'm excited.
A lot
Love
going
it.
on is it's good. You're productive, so
I'm
you know.
trying. I'm trying. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
we love that.
Yes. So now we're about to do a little toast. So y'all know I love espresso martinis. These fools don't really drink coffee for one. Well, you drink coffee, but you don't drink at all.
I don't drink coffee.
Yes. And he's
Maybe
shying away from the liquor today, but I'm not gonna let him.
very
So
small amount of liquor for me. Very small amount.
we don't do that over here at Sweet 832, unfortunately. So on the two ends, we have the regular espresso martinis. And then in the middle for our guests, we have a virgin espresso martini, which is basically an iced coffee. So if you could can you pass mine? So I don't have to.
Absolutely. Shout out to Jameson for preparing these. So
Yeah, as we
I'm gonna do a
see how
taste test here.
strong it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What's your drink of choice though, Mike? Like when you go out, like
Oh man, you're gonna put me in the spot after I
because you
told
like
you.
trying different stuff,
I
but you don't ever get the same thing.
I do, I do. I mean, it really depends on what kind of vibe I'm going for. If I'm
Hmm.
having like long conversations, just talking about business or things of that nature, just
Hmm.
a good whiskey would be
Yeah.
good for me. But if I'm like outside, then it's tequila.
Tequila, straight
Okay.
tequila.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not like straight, but anything with tequila,
Yeah,
alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too. What about? Well, you don't drink.
I don't drink, so
He
yeah.
smokes them e-cigarettes.
Better.
that's the only thing I do. But
uh,
So toast. We're toasting to.
yes.
What are we toasting to?
I think today we should toast to Hadi first of all, first and
it
foremost.
can't be about me.
It is about you. You, I guess,
The guess.
Thank you,
you're
thank
on
you.
our couch today. So yes, toasting to Hadi today. Greater success and more opportunities for 2025. Yo, 2025 is literally next
It's
week.
around the
Yeah.
corner.
Not next week, but it's next month. But still,
Don't snooze. It's here.
all
Hey,
right.
toast.
I'm toast. I'm doing an air toast, Mike.
There we go.
All right. It's not
It's
bad.
actually not that bad. You might got a second career.
Listen, I tell you, I could be a little bartender. So I put Bailey's in it. That might be why too.
Yeah.
This is good.
I put some Bailey. Do you want to taste?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Put some Bailey's. And I put vodka.
I don't taste it.
Yeah, me neither.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
a little bit of brown sugar. I'll give y'all the recipe later, maybe.
Yeah. Let me not drink too much of this. I know how you are.
How I am.
Yeah. Have me acting a fool on this set.
God.
Not today.
Drink at your own discretion.
Not today. Not today.
All right.
But okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and jump right into today's icebreaker.
Hmm.
Jameson came up with this one.
Yes.
So let's hear about it. What's today's icebreaker?
So, as we all know, I'm pretty sure that we've all been on a dating app of some sort. No? Yes or no?
We
100%.
a
We know
I
this.
thousand
mean,
a
I know
thousand
you have
percent
been
I've
back in
been.
the day.
as of recent. um,
20, I would
but
say for me, it's had to be way before the pandemic, like maybe 2020, not even 2020, like 2019.
okay, what app was you on?
I was on Tinder.
You was on Tinder.
Yeah.
You know, that's the app they say that's the hookup app.
I mean,
Hmm.
I wasn't really doing that, but
Nah,
it's like, what are you trying to say?
Putting him on the spot.
Oh, that's
um,
crazy.
so yeah, we've all been on an app before. I've never been on Tinder. I've been on Hinge before.
I haven't tried Hinge.
Yeah.
Just Tinder, and there was this app called Black. Yeah.
Okay, so all black people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, prejudice. All right, but anyway, we've all been on a dating app before. I'm sure you guys watching have been on a dating app or have at least heard of a dating app. So this is a game called Swipes. So our topic today is actually going to be centered around first impressions. So this is a game called Swipes. So when you swipe left on a dating app, you're saying like, I'm not interested. When you
Yeah.
swipe right, you're saying, hey, I have some interest in you. Let's connect. So basically, I'm going to give you guys multiple scenarios, and you guys will either say swipe left, which is of course a bad first impression or a bad impression in general, or you're going to swipe right, which is of course going to be a good first impression or a good
I
impression.
like that.
Okay, I can get down with this.
All
This
right.
is good.
Try not to overthink it. Just
What
go with your first gut instinct. Okay.
whatever comes to mind, and we'll like briefly say like why or
Yeah, like yeah.
okay,
Some of them will permit it, like some of them won't, but
okay,
you'll see.
all right.
Yeah, you could elaborate if you want. All right, so the first one is your dinner date shows up 45 minutes late, dressed as if they just came from the gym.
Left.
Left
Why?
because they're late. 45 minutes?
Yeah, 45 is
That's
crazy.
crazy. I love the gym, so you almost got me with that one. But if they didn't communicate, hey, I'm running late, then it's a swipe. It's automatically swipe left for me.
I mean, communication or not, first date, you have to be on time. Like I'll bring it back to the barber game. Like I'm a barber, I can't be late on my clients, and I feel like 45 minutes is a lot of time.
Damn
Like
right.
especially for like us like living in New York, we don't have that much time. We're
Yeah.
always on the schedule, so like 45 minutes is kind of disrespectful.
You almost lost
Yeah.
your reservation. Like you lost
No,
your
you did because
reservation.
they usually only give you like 15-minute
Yeah,
grace
like
Something
period.
like that. Yeah.
then
Yeah,
you sitting at the bar by yourself, scrambling your fingers.
You got ready, you got
that's the
dressed,
worst.
you got a haircut, you went to the restaurant, and now you're waiting, and
Time
it's like
management, you
And then
guys.
it's really the opportunity cost of what you could be doing.
exactly.
Mm.
And who you could be on a date with.
Mike, how
I,
about you?
no, I would say left too.
Left?
I'm very big on like my time. I know stuff happens, but communication is key.
Gotta
100%.
communicate.
So
Gotta
yeah,
communicate.
you're out of here. Next. This is all hypothetical.
Yeah, sure.
So put yourself in somebody's shoes that this applies to. Your daughter brings home her first boyfriend. He shows up to your home with ripped skinny jeans, no haircut, a bucket hat, and a hoodie, and calls you bro when he speaks to you. But he's great on paper. He makes his own money. He has a college degree. He believes in God or whoever, a higher power.
This is first impressions. No,
Yeah.
left.
Okay.
Left.
Left.
Okay.
We're not. We're not. We're not buddies, pals. You're
Yeah.
dating my daughter.
Yeah.
I need at least a sir, mister. This just goes back to how you were raised. So now
Exactly.
I'm questioning. I don't care what the paper resume says. Like if you don't have strong values and morals and just how you carry yourself, like you could be. I don't care what kind of title you have.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring that into my daughter's life. I don't even care about the skinny jeans, whatever. Express yourself. You're young, I
Yeah.
suppose. But like, bro,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
for me, like if let's say I had a daughter and someone comes up, like dating my daughter, and he comes over to my house, I like the paper thing. It doesn't really matter because I think if you go to school or you're someone that works hard or whatever it is,
You can get
there's
a
always a
degree.
good outcome of it, right?
Yeah.
So you can't judge about someone's outcoming in this world, like for his future. But I think for me, what's really really important is like respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You walk in, you're a man. You're gonna show me that you're able to take my daughter out. You're able to take care of her. Like if you're just coming in sweatpants and you're just you know
Yeah.
calling me bro, I don't know how you interact with the world, honestly. So
Facts.
Same question. What about you?
I agree wholeheartedly. I don't even have to add nothing to it. Y'all hit the nail on
And I had to talk to my daughter afterwards.
the head. Like, is this what you attracted?
Yeah.
This is a good one. Because I'm sure a few of us have been through this or have been this person. Your best friend invites you out to a club one night and says that you'll get to meet his new friend that he met at work. You go out for the night, and the new friend is taking shots of liquor all night, gets too drunk, and gets behind every girl in the club begging for a dance, and ends up throwing up outside of the club by the end of the night. Swipe left or swipe
Bro. Damn, bro. Can I get a right? I gotta swipe left.
left,
Left.
big left.
What-
Okay, I think I'm caught in the middle a little bit, and I don't,
I really want to hear.
because
I'm
it's
waiting
liquor,
for
like
this.
it's liquor that's involved. So like liquor, it alters, but also you have to be cognizant, like when you are meeting somebody new, or when you're going out in general, like you have to present yourself in the best way. And if you're one of those type of people that do get drunk and act the damn fool, I don't want to be around you, but I also sympathize sometimes too, because liquor's involved.
Mm, I
I wouldn't do it.
yeah.
You're not my friend, first of all. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So, yes, I swipe left, but I can empathize a little bit
yeah,
because
yeah,
I've been there before, like in the past, where okay, liquor's involved.
yeah,
Kind of got maybe had one too many more,
yeah.
and maybe I didn't represent myself the best way at that party.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting on every girl or throwing up. That's a little on the whoa side, but
Yeah, yeah.
can definitely understand how that does play a role. But I mean, with first impressions, someone told me this. A lot of people won't give you a second chance. A
They
lot of
won't.
people won't even give you a first chance.
That's
Exactly.
true.
So like when you represent yourself like that,
You got to
Yeah.
be on your A1.
yeah,
You
Exactly.
got to be on your A1.
yeah. And that's a topic we'll talk about that later, but you got to find a balance between networking and social setting
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and how to do that properly
Yeah.
while not being too stuck up,
Yeah.
but like too not reserved, but
Hmm.
still be able to have a good time, but carry yourself with dignity and respect.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
It's all about your brand. When I think about it, I'd be like, I'm representing my brand when I go out.
yeah.
So it's all about that with me. You're visiting a new city and you need a quick haircut. So you go to a barber that you found on Instagram, but he doesn't accept Apple Pay or Zelle and only accepts cash. That's the worst.
Damn.
That is the worst. I've dealt with that in Brooklyn before. When you wasn't in town, don't be mad.
I'm not mad, but
That's
I'm,
the worst. Cause
I'm,
who
go-
carries cash?
I'm going with I can't go left. I'm gonna say right, and this is why. Like, it's his business.
yeah.
That's how he
You
chooses to
can't
run
tell them another person how to run their business. I mean, unless they're hiring you to make their business better.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know their legal status. I don't know. Maybe they don't have a bank,
Mm-hmm.
right? They just need cash. What for whatever reason. Yes, it's definitely inconvenient, but you gotta put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
It's just what they're accepting. Doesn't mean maybe in the future they might be able to accept Zelle, Apple Pay, but at
Hmm.
this current moment, it is what it is. Um, you're not forced to get a cut here.
Yeah.
Find somewhere else.
I'm gonna just say this in the IRS if you're listening. Just keep me out of You got to look at it. Taxes, man.
Mm.
Barber game is a it's been known it's a cash game. I do accept Zelle and credit cards and Apple Pay, but for the most part, when I look at it, when a barber's making six figures and over, and he wants to save, taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I do want to say this. I know a lot of barbershops don't even have an ATM machine in their barbershop.
Yeah.
So that's wrong. So don't make it hard on your clients. Like let them be able to at least like, take out some money or stuff like that. But for the most part, I guess because I'm in the industry, I do understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would swipe right.
You would swipe right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I 100% agree with you.
I'm swiping
Devastating.
left.
You know what his problem is? He just wants that princess treatment. Like he
Yeah,
wants
man.
always,
Come on,
always.
man. Look,
I'm swiping left in the story.
you're in a different town. You're at their mercy. Like you just need to get a cut. Look, what you need
But
is
what I have found though is when that happens is usually like the older generation of
Yeah,
barbers. Um, which don't honestly they don't do too bad of a cut, but like in the end of the day, I don't know, you gotta make it like we're in the day and age where Apple Pay, Zelle, Cash App is like a thing.
I, I, I would look at it more of like convenience, right? Like if he doesn't have appointments, like online appointments, like
yeah.
just walk-ins or like you gotta like call.
Hmm.
That's a different story. But I'm gonna still say
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm with it.
So let's
Shout out to the business owners out there making killing it out there. Cash is king.
Yes, sir.
all right. All right, last one. You've been on 3 dates with your new boo, but every time that you two go out, they seem to find a fault or always complain about something. Swipe left or swipe right?
You think
3 dates.
3 days always complain about the date, complain about something.
Like complain about something like say y'all been going to a restaurant for the 3 dates and they always complain about the food or like just complaining. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's your first 3 dates, like back to back.
First 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Y'all have only been out 3 times.
Hadi, I'm man. It's not like a huge swipe left, but I'm leaning more towards swipe left because I look at the glass half full, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking up
Yeah,
at the positivity around everything. Like why do we have to talk about the negativity, right?
100%.
I mean, I don't want to be oblivious to it,
Right.
but damn, like we can find one good thing on the menu or
Yeah,
something like it kind of I don't know, leaves a bad taste in my mouth about no pun intended about how your view is about things.
I mean, I'm gonna just say this for me emotionally, I'd probably swipe right, just because like if I like the girl, like I'm not gonna look at it that way. But
Mhm.
logically, you should be looking at it as a swipe left. At the end of the day, I feel like you said, like if someone's always nagging about something, like it's bad. And especially the first 3 dates, I feel like it's supposed to be special,
Yeah.
and they're ordering whatever they want to order. So it's like if you're having a bad day, just don't come on the date.
Yeah. But
I would just say that.
think about it like if you're already at like further down the line, if you're already having a bad day and you hear these complaints and you trying to do something nice for somebody you love.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a date, right? You're not going out with your boys. You're going out with someone that you
Interested in.
interested in. So you want to have a good memory, especially like the first month
Yeah.
or two, not let alone the first 3 dates. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the nagging part should be left on the side.
If it's like huge, like that's all you guys are talking about during the date, then swipe left. If it's
Mm.
just like a minor complaint here and there,
Yeah,
if I really like her, I'm
yeah,
gonna
like
continue to rock with her. But
Yeah.
if it's like we're talking about, oh, I don't like the seating, I don't like the drink, I don't like this, that,
Right.
like the entire time, then I'll
Always
take that
something. Yeah.
into big consideration. But it's not like a deal breaker if it's a
Mm.
minor thing.
yeah,
I
like
feel like that too. I'll be in the middle. I
Yeah.
feel like that. I agree.
Give some grace.
Um,
Give some grace.
give some grace.
Yeah.
We'll try.
you never know what people go through.
That's a huge one.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you want to introduce our topic today?
Absolutely. So I'm really excited about today's topic, and I'm glad we have Hadi here. So as
Thank
far as today's topic, it's first impressions slash the glow up. Okay, the glow up of you. So we all know first impressions are huge.
you
They're
100%.
important. Like I said, oftentimes we don't get a second chance, nor even a first chance. So really with this topic, I really want to dive in on how we can make the most out of the opportunities we're given with a first impression,
Mm.
right? So just to open up this dialogue, um, I want to ask you both, how do you leave a lasting impression with your first impression?
You want to go first?
No, you go.
I mean, for me, the first impression, I always think about it maybe in a way where when I have a new client coming at the barbershop, for me, like that's my most important first impression. So leaving someone happy, like remembering that you did something good for them. Like it could be a service, it could be a conversation, Sometimes someone is going through a rough day, or they're meeting you, and you're that special moment of the day. So being nice to them, being respectful, the way you introduce yourself, um, it could all really matter in a first impression, and that could leave to a second one, right? If even if you're having a bad day, if you just say thank God for everything, and you just keep on going, sometimes people will look at you like, damn, like I really want to know that person.
Mm-hmm.
So that for me is like leaving a first impression is really like just giving love, you know,
Giving love.
giving love.
That,
I like that.
yeah, I rock with that.
Yeah.
I rock with that. What about you, Jameson?
I think first impressions, like there's a lot of factors that go into it. Like when you really think about it, like there's a lot of factors. Because you never know what somebody's looking at first.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we could talk about too. Like what do you look at when you meet somebody for the first time? Like what draws you into them or draws you away? But I think for me, the big thing when I'm meeting somebody new is like a service, like similar to you in like the actual service field. But for me, the service is a little bit different because even in business, but even in your personal life, somebody is it's always kind of have to be like a 50-50 kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's give and receive. So I want to at least be able to give you like a positive attitude or make you laugh or like if you're I don't even know if you're having a bad day, but I want to be like a light in your day
Yeah.
for some reason. I feel like that's a very, very, very big and pivotal
Yeah, yeah, pivotal.
pivotal part of first impressions, but you can also get down to the like small things of like how you smell, your haircut, your skincare, your
Those small things add up, by the
everything.
way.
Yeah.
Those
Everything
small
adds
things
up.
add up.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a combination, right? So when I think of making a lasting impression with your first impression, I think of, okay, what are all the factors that I can control, right?
Mm,
So before I even meet said person, whether it's business, whether it's personal, romantic, what can I control? And it
yeah.
goes back to what you mentioned, right? How do I smell?
Yeah.
How do I look? How am I dressed? Also, with the dialogue, like how am I speaking?
Yeah.
Am I speaking with confidence,
Yeah.
Hmm.
right? Am I speaking to them with love and respect? Is this solely transactional? Am I making this
Right.
like just a transactional interaction, or is this we can talk business, but I can also look at you as a human being,
100%.
right? And do that with love and respect,
Hmm.
right? So I feel like controlling the controllables before you even meet said person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? With the appearance, Heidi knows this for sure. I know you know this as well, Jameson. But controlling the controllables about our physical appearance as well as the five things, five senses, and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and then the interaction and just interacting with someone as a human being rather than whatever you're trying to get or
Right.
out of the situation. Just focus on connecting, and that should come naturally. Because if
Yeah.
it's either who you are or who you're not.
Yeah. 100%. It's either you connect with a person or you don't.
Yeah.
Y-
So it works or it doesn't work. But um, I had a question real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So talk about the controllables, right? Like
Hmm.
what you can't control, like if you're going for a first impression. I feel like that's a big thing, right?
Hmm.
Like
yeah,
these are big things that you're supposed to be able to like control
yeah.
or like to have set.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that like those big things are more important than the small things, like your haircut, perfume,
No.
what you're dressed?
Yeah.
You get the point of the
Yeah, Jameson, do you want to go first or?
Yeah, I feel like all of it has to go hand in hand. So
Yeah.
like nobody's gonna know what you sound like, how you speak, how intelligent you are until you open your mouth.
Hmm.
So that's a part of the first impression, but we could sit here on camera and be quiet all day and they're gonna be like, okay, you got a haircut, you got a haircut, you don't have a haircut. Let me show a little bit more respect subconsciously to the two people that
yeah.
actually care about how they presented themselves. So I think it all goes hand in hand. I don't think you could
Okay.
choose one or the other, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
yeah, no, that's really, yeah, it does go hand in hand. But I really like this question. It kind of ties into what we're talking about next. Like, what is more important? Those small things that add up, what you can present physically, is that more important than how you speak and how you express your thoughts.
Yeah.
And just thinking it from that way, I would say, yes, the physical is more important, at least initially,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? So you walking up to somebody, you already have a you have your perception of how this person is based on
Yeah.
how they're walking, how they're dressed,
Yeah.
their appearance, how do they smell, even before they say anything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So if you're not representing yourself to the best of your ability before you even meet said person, then you're already behind,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
will. You're already behind. Now, like if I'm not up to par physically, my physical appearance and how I smell and etc., then now I gotta not prove myself, but I gotta allow my dialogue and how I speak and how I connect
To
get me
carry
over the
some
hump.
weight. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whereas if you're on top of, I don't know, your haircut, your skin routine, how you smell, did you bathe, etc., you're walking with confidence,
Yeah.
then you're already ahead.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
If you,
You're already up.
yeah,
I agree. I agree. What do you think?
I agree too. I c- there's no words to say. Like I feel like you said it all. Like
Yeah.
like it goes hand in hand for sure. But like you said, like if you're already up to the task where you're prepared and you feel confident, then there's almost no way you can you know give a bad impression to a
Yeah.
person unless you start like cursing
you,
out.
you can still mess it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Like I'm saying, like unless like you don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you like, I don't know, you're going to a meeting and you start cursing out and like saying a lot of bad words or being disrespectful, that's another thing. But
Yeah.
if you're a good person and then you're dressed well, you look good. I mean,
You're already in the lead.
yeah,
Yeah.
So many of these football games, they're already in the lead, and then all they got to do is the defense hold it down, and then they drop the ball. And that's the same thing with
oh yeah,
appearance,
oh
right?
yeah,
Carry yourself. You're like, okay, you've already done majority of the work before
Yeah.
you even said anything. Um, we just need to take time to actually represent ourselves to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
And this is, I want to hear y'all's opinion
Mhm.
about like best practices when it comes to representing yourself to the best of your ability as far as physically, whether that's yeah, just in general, not professionally wise or um personally, just yeah, how do you best represent yourself? Is it like a certain skincare routine? Is it getting haircuts after this long? Is it I don't know, proper sleep?
Yeah.
Of course
yeah,
I'm saying these things, but I
yeah.
want you guys, what are the best
You kick it
practices?
off.
I mean, for me, I do put an importance to the gym, even though I haven't been going to the gym,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, right? So I've heard this from someone a long time ago. He said, someone that's fit and that looks good and he's fit, you'll take him more seriously. Why? Because that person has decided to either wake up in the morning, go
Mhm.
to the gym before going to work, or finish a whole day of work and then go to the gym.
Yeah.
So that person's on time. He's on his schedule.
Yep.
A person that runs on the schedule is someone that you can actually talk to and maybe take some advice or take him seriously whatsoever.
Depend on, yeah.
So I feel like the gym, your health, your physical health is really really important. Skincare, honestly, for me, like I do skincare at home, but I do have really bad skin, so it would be worse if I didn't take care of it.
Yeah.
And a haircut, I just feel like that's really really important. I get a haircut every week.
Mhm.
If I could, I'd get it every 3 days.
Mhm.
The reason why is because you never know who you're gonna meet, and so
That part.
looking good, it's either, brushing your hair or making sure your waves are good or just putting beard oil. These are little things that we can always do. It's like smelling good, right? You can either, you know, smell bad or smell good, but if you smell good, people are going to be like, yeah, he smells good. But if he
Yeah.
smells
Yeah.
bad, everyone's going to remember that.
Yeah.
So a haircut is almost the same thing for me. It's just keeping yourself presentable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think for me, as much as I do put, and I come to you like every week,
Yeah.
but I don't come to you anymore. But I go
Yeah.
to his
He's
new
been
barber
cheating
that
on me.
he has.
He's
Unfaithful
been
No,
cheating
he
on
has a
me.
new barber in
clientele.
his
He's
shop.
been cheated on me.
He has a new barber in his shop. Shout out to Sohail, by the way.
I would never do
Um, yeah. So I do come to him every week. Come to the shop every week. I do put a heavy focus on skincare as well as going to the gym. But I think something that I put a little and have been putting a little bit of a heavier focus on, and which I feel like has shifted people's perspective and just people's I guess first impression of me
Hmm.
is just my overall aura. And I think like once we start focusing on the way that we feel on the inside and the way that we feel about ourselves on the inside, that is what's going to start showing on the outside. You're going to glow a little bit differently. You're going to start talking more confidently. You're going to actually start caring about your skincare, your hair, your fitness, and all of that. So I feel like once we all start doing that, then that's going to shift everybody's perspective into how they feel about you upon first impression.
Mm.
Because if you meet somebody with a high vibration and meet somebody with a positive outlook on life, that's going to be totally different if you meet somebody with that's just pessimistic and that's just mad all the time or
Yeah.
just
Oof.
always got something to complain about, that's going to be totally different. But when you rise above all of that and you actually put the work in to fix your aura and to fix your perspective on life, I think that that's when you begin to see the shift in your connections, your friendships, everything. So that's what I like to focus on, number one, and then haircut and skincare and all that after.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. No, I certainly agree. And these are golden nuggets that people we really don't talk about. Um, I've seen people represent themselves like, and
Yeah.
then I mean myself too. So it's like you have to make it so second nature and it's built into your routine, right? Don't skip over the small things because they can add up to make a really big impact on how somebody sees you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even before you even say anything. But just for our audience, I do want to put this into practical terms or at least something they can take away. So, my next question, and I'm going to give some nuggets too. Um, what are three ways where somebody can jumpstart their glow up? And you can, before you even say anything, you can briefly describe what is a glow up. You know, what does that even mean? You know,
Yeah. First
Um,
of all, you can go to Chez Hadi's Barbershop
hey,
and
shout
get
out to them.
yourself a nice cut in
Yes, sir.
Brooklyn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shameless plug.
Um,
There we go.
I'm gonna let you answer that question first, but for me, I think the glow up is different for different people. You can kind of get your own perception of what a glow up should be, but I think it's just like growing and just evolving and not staying in the same position, whether that's physically, appearance wise, or mentally, whatever it may be. I just think that it's about elevating and getting to a higher level in life. But I want you to answer that question.
I would for the three, I would say reading books. You know, getting yourself into that. Just reading, understanding stuff, or just learning about how like life is. You know, it either like learning about mental health or just the news in general, having that into perspective where you really just you study that, right? They say like someone that reads a lot will know like to have a easier conversation with someone.
Yeah,
So there's that. I think physique's like just going to the gym, waking up, doing something. It'll take you off, like if you're a lazy person, that will make you feel better about yourself.
yeah,
Um and then third thing is, I'm not even gonna go to haircuts, it's just how you dress.
yeah,
Dressing could be a very big part of how you are. And so if you start dressing properly, you're gonna want nicer stuff in life. And I feel like that's a big thing.
Ooh,
okay.
that's those good takeaways. Um, I'm gonna say just because I love you guys, I'm gonna give you five. Okay, I'll give you five takeaways. So when it comes to the glow up, I feel like the glow up, as much as we spoke about physical things, I feel like the glow up starts internally, right? So number one, before anything, I feel like in order for you to jumpstart your glow up, you need to find your inner grounding, your inner peace, and that can be done spiritually, right? Whatever you may believe in God. So connect with God in some kind of way. If you've been starving spiritually, nothing's gonna fill you like God will, right? So connect spiritually. That's number one. Number two, I would say is knowing yourself, right? When I mean knowing yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, right? So if I know, for example, I'm really good at health when it comes to exercise and wellness and that nature,
Mm,
but I really can't dress, or I don't have a skin routine,
Yeah.
and I want to
mhm,
I want to get into that. I don't even You got to know what you know and know what you don't,
Yeah.
right? So
mm,
identify your strengths and weaknesses and lean into how you can pick up your weaknesses. That's 2. Number 3 would be getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
mm.
That's a big one.
That's
That's
good.
That's a
Yeah.
big
huge.
one.
So diving into those weaknesses, don't shy away from it, but dive into it. And it's going to be uncomfortable,
Yeah.
as well as inconvenient,
Yeah.
because a lot of opportunities in order to glow up looks like work.
Mhm.
It looks like work. It looks like inconvenience. It looks like what Heidi mentioned, going to the gym early in the morning
Yeah.
before work,
Mm,
or after a long day.
Yeah.
yeah.
So get used to the idea of growing, while being uncomfortable. So that's 3. Number 4 is, well, Heidi mentioned, I got to jump on that again, is prioritizing your health.
Yeah.
Prioritizing your health. No one's going to do it for you. You really got to prioritize your health, whether that's eating better, right? Or just exercise. Find a way. Whether that's, I'm going to have an exercise this whole time. I'm not going to wait until January 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start tomorrow.
Yeah.
And how can I do that? I'm going to wake up earlier and do a 15-minute walk outside. Or I'm going to uh, throw away some of my snacks and buy healthier alternatives. So that's number 4, prioritizing your health. And number 5 is not doing it alone, is having community around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glow up doesn't need to happen
By
all by
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
You got to have those friends and people to help bring you out of darkness, and you do it together.
100%.
So that's spiritually, that could be, hey Hadi, I noticed that you're really good at this. I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
Can I speak to you? How do you go about talking to people or networking?
Yeah.
Because I have problems with that.
Yeah.
Jameson, your confidence is so present when you walk into a room and when you speak. I want that because I know all the information, but I don't feel right speaking about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How do you go about speaking with confidence and carrying yourself? So, community, having that group of people that you can rely on so you can glow up together, those 5 things, you focus on that,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really who you surround yourself with.
it'll
It
be
is.
nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
I agree. I love that from
Yeah.
both of y'all. Let me get my 3 really quick.
Yeah.
I think, like I said previously, I think it all comes down to your insides and now eventually showing your out. So, similar to what Mike says, spirituality is very big to us on this podcast. Um, so, just finding something to believe in, um, for us is God. Um, so, finding that figure to believe in and actually honing in on that and letting that figure speak to you, I feel like that is where it all starts. And that's what will help bring you the confidence, because you're not only confident in yourself, but you're confident in what you believe in. Health, taking your multivitamins, eating right, not eating a whole bunch of fast food and foolishness that's going to give you acne and a bloated stomach.
Hey,
um, I might do more than 3. Getting
hey,
a haircut, like, men, also, I don't have it right now, so please don't jump on me. But getting a manicure, things like that, like being very cognizant of what your appearance is
Got one yesterday.
when you,
hey,
you did
hey,
when you
slept on, man.
present yourself. It really is. It's very
Yeah.
slept on.
Slept on.
And don't be afraid of just taking care of yourself as a man. I know our audience is men and women, but as a man, like taking care of your nails, taking care of your hair, taking care of your skin, taking care of your insides doesn't make you feminine. Just do it so that you present yourself in the best way possible.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think yeah,
You,
it starts from the inside. Glow from the inside, you'll glow from the outside, in my
ooh,
opinion.
it happens from in underneath. I
Yeah.
love that. And yeah, shout out to taking care of yourself, skin, nails, man, especially the toes. Like, fellas, women too. Take care of your toes. All that comes into play. As a chiropractor, I got to.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to end today's episode with a little scenario based,
Mhm.
right? So it goes like heads or tails. I don't have a quarter. If any of y'all got a quarter or a dime or anything,
Might have one in my bag.
you want to go
Yeah.
see? If not, then we're gonna play rock paper scissors. If not, it's all cool.
Mhm.
So this is how it goes, right? So heads or tails, we're gonna call it, right? And whatever it is, we're gonna do it, right? So
Yeah.
heads is share a time where you demonstrated a terrible first impression,
Mm.
right? Tails, Hadi, so clutch. Thank you. And then tails, share a time where you demonstrated a great first impression,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so we'll go with Hadi first because he's our guest.
Tail first. What's tails and what's head? Sorry.
So tails is share a time where you demonstrated a great first impression.
Okay.
Heads is share a time where you demonstrated a terrible first impression.
Okay.
So I'm gonna flip this, and whatever it goes,
Yeah.
you present. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what that is. That is heads.
Heads.
Yep. So that's
Bad first impression.
That's
that's a terrible first impression where you demonstrated a terrible first impression or a first impression that's not up to your standards.
first impression. For some reason I can't really remember the bad ones, but I guess it's a good thing. But I think maybe having like like an appointment with a client,
Mhm.
and it happened like one time. It really happened where I woke up super late
Yeah.
in the morning, and he was my first client. So I think that was like a bad impression for me.
Mm.
Because just because I put timing. It's so important to me. Like I hate being late to not only business but even like family and friends,
Yeah.
loved ones. I just hate being late, and I feel like that's something that I'm always shameful of when I'm late to something. I think that's a big one for me.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Absolutely. That
For
was that
real.
was great. Thank you for sharing that.
Anytime. I know it's not too much, but
Hey,
for
It
me,
was
like
perfect.
that's perfect. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Jameson, you're up next. All right. I'm
All
gonna
right, let's see if I could think of something. Go ahead.
I didn't really think of anything either, so we just gonna roll with it.
That's a good first
yeah.
impression.
Yeah, so share a time where you demonstrated not a good but a great first impression.
Huh. Um, I guess when I go to a, I don't have like a, well, when I go to like a casting call or, because in the modeling industry, you have to go to castings and you have to sit in front of these judges and you have to walk as well, especially when it's New York Fashion or Fashion Week time in general. I think when I walked and showed up to the casting, had my comp card, had a great attitude, spoke to every single person on the panel. In the last show that I did in New York for when was that? September?
September New York
Yeah.
Fashion Week.
I think that was my most recent, one of the most recent times where I felt good about my first impression. Um, yeah, I was very happy about that.
Okay.
You have to be on your toes with those things, but I
Yeah.
was very happy about
Gotta be on your toes.
it. Yeah.
Love
Especially
that.
for Fashion Week when they judge everything.
Oh my goodness, they're
Yes.
judging you
Oh
before
yeah.
you like leave your house. Okay. Thanks for sharing that,
For
Jameson. All right,
sure.
so let's
Well, you
see.
can't do your own.
I can't do he thinks I got like a okay. All
Uh, I don't even know how
You
to
gonna
flip no
jinx it?
damn
That's what.
coin.
right.
Oh shit.
Man, see, you don't fumbled the
Heads.
coin calls.
It's a heads.
Is it heads? Okay, jeez. Okay, all right, man. Let's share the great ones, but you got the terrible ones. Okay, y'all spare me some grace with this one, okay? We keep it real on Sweet 832, so keep it real with y'all. So I'm gonna say something more so not business wise, but personal, like in my personal life. Okay, so there's this really beautiful girl um I have been talking to. Right? This isn't I want to say maybe the first impression, but within the first 3 days or whatever. So we're getting to know each other. Everything is still fresh. So I don't know. You're not trying to act different. You're just trying to be the best version of yourself and
Yeah.
present that naturally. So anyway, going out on a date, right? And like midway walking to the restaurant, I'm checking my pockets, and I'm like, doing this like that's like, damn, I don't got my wallet. I don't got my wallet, right? And I always I pay for dates all the time. The last two, but on this one, I didn't have my wallet, so I'm like, damn, okay. So I'm playing it cool. I don't make it a big deal.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal unless you make it a big deal. I try not to stress, but I'm trying to get the waiter's attention. Like, y'all take Apple
Apple
Pay?
Pay,
Do y'all take
yeah.
Zelle? Like, couldn't get away from my date to do
Yeah.
that smoothly, right? So I said, you know what? There's no way I can finesse this. So I just had to keep it. I got to keep it a buck with her, and I said, look, I don't have my wallet. Um, I'm gonna ask the waiter, does he take Apple Pay or something like that? I was embarrassed to say that, but I had to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she respected me more with keeping it real. And she was like, no, I got it. And she actually ended up paying for that date. And
Okay.
it was calm. It was cool. It
Yeah.
was a nice Italian spot, pizza spot. But my standards,
Yeah.
I felt like I was fumbling because I left my wallet and I was trying to finesse and I couldn't. So turn a bad impression into something not so bad
Yeah.
by keeping it real
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
communication. So that was it. It was a great night too.
Yeah.
Shout out to who you
Oh, damn.
are.
Okay.
Yeah. So man,
Yo,
this has been wonderful, man. This has been
it
great.
really has.
Special shout out to Hadi
Thank you for having
for
me.
for coming on the show, taking his time on a Sunday to come kick it with us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you.
I appreciate that too. Thank you so much.
Tell the people where they could find you, social media,
Um.
wire.
So on social media, the Brooklyn Cuts. You can come through. Barbershop is in Brooklyn, Sunset Park, and we work from Tuesdays to Sundays. Usually, I'm off today because I'm here. But all that to say, come and get your haircut. We'll have a great chat.
Yes. And as you guys know, I'm Jameson,
And this is your cool big brother, Michael Tenzu.
and we are Sweet 832, and you can follow us at Sweet 832 Pod on Instagram and TikTok and on YouTube. But
And
you're
on
watching this on
YouTube.
YouTube, so subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Hadi, so much.
Thank you.